So hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss chapter 14, that is current, electric current and its effects, lecture 2. In lecture 1 we have already discussed about the symbols, electric components, open and closed circuit. These are the components which we have discussed. Now the very important thing, that is a combination of the cells. You can see here a battery of two cells. A single cell, we know that it's a cell. When you combine more than one cell, we can see here two cells are combined and at the bottom it's four cells are combined. So it becomes a battery, right? It becomes battery. Now this is the way that which kind of combination it is. This is called series combination, in which one negative terminal of one cell is connected with the positive terminal of another cell. Then it is known as series combination. Whereas in parallel combination, we can say both same terminals are positive terminal are joined at one point, negative terminals are joined at one point. So these are the ways that how you can join the cells. So it's a cell holder. You might have seen in torch, remote, TV remote, AC remote. So these holders are there in which the cells are placed so that they can produce current. So in series combination, the negative terminal is connected to the positive terminal of the cell, right? In many devices, the cells are not placed one after the other. For example, in TV remote control, the cells are placed side by side. But in that case, you might have seen the metal spring is used, but we are keeping the positive and negative terminal together, right? That means one cell negative terminal, another cell positive terminal will be placed like this. So that is a series combination. Even the batteries used in cars, buses, trucks are also made by connecting cells. A cutout of the car battery having 6 cells. If you can see, the battery of this car is have 6 cells. They are known as storage cells. These cells can be recharged. Ordinary cells, however, cannot be recharged. Once exhausted, they have to thrown away. Whereas in parallel circuit, the negative terminals are connected together with the help of wires. Similarly, the positive are connected. So in electric circuit, if we talk about electric circuit, we can make our own electric circuit, that is open and closed. Cell we can use, we are using the paper clip and small bulb, right? So open circuit and closed circuit, when the wire will be, that switch will be on, the circuit will be complete. When the switch will be in off position open, then the circuit will be open. Now basically effects of current, there are three effects of electric current, that is heating effect, magnetic effect and chemical effect. Heating effect and magnetic effect we will discuss in class 7, whereas chemical effect we will discuss in class 8. So heating effect of electric current, as from its name it's very clear. We have already discussed about the resistance. When you rub your palm, when you rub your palms against each other, our palm becomes warm due to the friction between the surfaces of palm. So when an electric current passes through a high resistance wire, the electric energy is converted into heat energy, which heats up the resistance wire. This is called the heating effect of current. that it becomes hot. And the amount of heat produced in that case, it depends upon two factors. One is the resistance of the material, and second is the amount of current. Larger the resistance, larger the amount of heat, larger the amount of current, larger the amount of heat, right? So you can see here the iron nails are used when you will use nichrome wire, and when we will pass the current through this, we will observe that the nichrome wire will broken from the middle or any other point because of heating effect of current. Now there are so many applications of heating effect of current that we have already discussed. The one is the electric iron. Yesterday, if you remember, I shown you the images of these objects. The electric heating appliances such as electric room heater, electric iron, electric kettle, electric toaster, oven, water heater, immersion rod, they all work on the principle of heating effect of current. How do they work? Because all the electric heating appliances contain coil of high resistance wire called heating element. You can see in the picture. So you can see here, right here, that Bujo could not see element in electric iron. So when you will open it like this, so we can see that element. This is heating element present in the electric iron. Right? Same way, the best one part of heating effect of current is electric bulb. Electric bulb is producing light, glowing filament. Why? Because there is a filament present of made up of tungsten. Whenever the current flows through this filament, then it becomes so hot that it starts glowing. Then there is only its glow due to which it produces light. Now these days we are using CFL. Now these days we are using CFL. You can see compact fluorescent lamps because they reduce wastage and can be fixed in the ordinary bulb holders. These are the CFLs which you are having at home, but whenever you are going to buy these, you should check the ISI mark, that is Bureau of Indian Standards. Same advantage of CFL is that they can be fixed in ordinary bulb holders. True fluorescent tube lights and CFLs are initially more expensive to buy, but their running cost is much lower because they consume less electricity. See, because when we go to buy a bulb, we can get a bulb of 60 watt 10 rupees. But if we want to buy a LED of 20 watt, we have to pay 100 or 80 rupees. So its cost is high, but it is very economical because when we use it, they consume very less electricity as compared to electric bulb. Electric fuse, we have already discussed that it is known as safety device, MCB. Next is the magnetic effect of current. Before going to magnetic effect of current, I would like to tell you the two causes of excessive flow of current. What are the causes when the current flows in large amount? So whenever the current flows in large amount, then we can say there are two things. One is short circuit, another is overloading. Short circuit occur when we use cable and wire. In electric circuit, these wires and cables consist of three wires: live wire, neutral wire, and earth wire. So sometimes the live and neutral wire in circuit touch each other due to defective or damaged wiring. Because of this, the resistance of the circuit becomes almost zero and very large current flows through it. Then a sudden flow of very large current due to direct contact of live and neutral wire is called short circuit. On the other hand, another is low overloading. Overloading means when you are using too many electrical appliances to a single socket, then they draw extremely large current from the household circuit. The overheating of the electrical wiring in any circuit due to flow of large current through it is called overloading of the electrical circuit. Now the magnetic effect of current. Magnetic, as from its name, it's very clear that whenever the current flows through a wire, then what happens? It behaves like a magnet. This is magnetic effect of current. A Danish scientist, Hans Christian Ørsted, was the first person to notice the deflection of magnetic compass needle every time the current was passed through the wire. So what he did, he used the magnetic compass and then wrapped the wire over around it, and then he observed that when the current was flowing through it, the magnetic compass was showing deflection. What does it show? It shows that it becoming magnet. When the wire containing current then behaves like a magnet, due to which it deflect the needle of the magnetic compass. Now the electromagnet is very interesting and very important magnet. As from its name, it's very clear. A magnet produced by passing an electric current through a coil of insulated wire around a soft iron rod is called an electromagnet. The magnetism of electromagnet lasts till a current passes through its coil. The moment we will stop the current, it will not behave like magnet. It will lose its magnetism. And the strength of electromagnets depend upon two factors. One is the number of coil, and second is increasing the current passing through it. You can see here, this is the meaning of number of coil, the number of rounds of the wire over it. So this is electromagnet. So electromagnet, there are so many advantages of electromagnet are there. One is the magnetism of electromagnet can be switched on or switched off as desired. This is not possible with a permanent magnet. An electromagnet can be made very strong by increasing the number of turns and the amount of current. Uses of electromagnet. You can see here the uses. The electromagnets are also used for separate magnetic material from the junk. Doctors use tiny electromagnets to take out small pieces of magnetic material that have accidentally fallen in the eye, and many toys also have electromagnets inside them, right, which can be used. So that is electromagnet, very beneficial even in the medical line also, because the doctors can use it to take out the small magnetic material from the eye, right? So that is all for today.